I said AYOO. I said AYOO. I said AYOO. One man army against 50, bro. I stand on business. Time out.
Used to be scared of thrillers.
In other words,
The Cowboys haven't beat a team above 500. They beat a team right at 500.
But no, it's hard. It's hard because then they weren't even playing the conference championship.
Hey, forget all that. Hey, this whole year, and it ain't about fantasy, it's about the facts.
No, that's not the same. That is not the same. You never.
We just went viral for the wrong reasons again.
Do you realize it all comes back to fraud?
You was trying to see how we feel about that situation? Nah. And Blake Hall.
I said AYOO.
Yo.
Down to Marco, man. Hey, man, say, man. We into the second half of the year, man.
Yeah.
Week of July.
Yeah.
July 8th. I just had to document that, man. How your boys living?
We're making it, man.
Another day, another dollar.
We're making it for sure.
Black man. Black man.
King Kunta.
Yes, sir. But yeah, as I mentioned, man, it's kind of a slow period for the sports. You know, we just commenced on the finals. NFL ain't quite picked things up just yet. But it's still a lot to talk about, a lot going on out here. So for starters, you know what I'm saying? You know, some of us have been football deprived. It's been 5 months, you know what I'm saying, without that gridiron. So we could just do some revisionist history and just look back and really determine, like, who is the greatest or who is the best Super Bowl champ of the last 20 years.
Go.
We can do a King of the Hill style, keep this or that, whatever, however you want to call it. So we're going to start with, I guess technically, yeah. Technically, we should start with the Steelers. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, technically, we start with the Steelers.
All right.
That was 20.
Okay.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Seattle Seahawks that year. So we're going to start off with the 06 Steelers or the 07 Colts.
Wait, we're not starting off with New England?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm going 06 Steelers.
Was there any bias in that selection?
Nah, it's not because they. Well, the reason I say that is because the Steelers that year beat a MVP, Sean Alexander, held them to 10 points. I want to say that was Jerome Bettis last year. I just think the Colts didn't really have much to worry about in the Super Bowl, given we had Rex Grossman. So, even though they have the better quarterback between the two,
I feel like I agree. Even though Peyton Manning is definitely a better quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger.
yeah.
But the defense, defense is so fire. The second best safety is killing it now on sports broadcasts. That's how good they.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. It's killing him right now. Like that's how far they was. And then offense, they still had Hines Ward. You know what I mean? They still had was Bettis the running back in those?
Yeah.
You was there.
Hey, you lucky we ain't going a little further back in the Super Bowls.
Go.
85. But yeah, I'm definitely going Steelers.
That's very fair. Steelers also they also did get Peyton Manning out of the playoffs that year. It's no.
That's because he missed a kick.
And Peyton Manning was stinking it up a little bit.
Has he ever performed excellent in a Super Bowl?
In the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
he did. What did he do?
Well, it's the Bears. They did score 29.
The Bears. But yeah, I mean it's not much to it. We got Steelers up there. Oh, so we got '06 Steelers versus hold on. '06 Steelers versus the '08 Giants, who defeated the 17-0 Patriots.
Yeah.
Give me the Steelers again.
Steelers. That's
Because you can only get, bro, New York has some of, they have the two luckiest Super Bowls we have ever seen.
Lucky is crazy, bro.
Bro, no, it's luck.
Lucky
Bro,
is
no,
crazy.
No, it's not.
Lucky is crazy, bro. A lot of great plays was made in Super Bowl.
Bro, I'm telling you, one of the greatest Super Bowl jokes due to that game, bro. The gum on the head, on the top. Who is that? What was that? Y'all straight?
No, I genuinely don't know. But
anyway, the one of the greatest Super Bowl commercials was based off of that. Justin Timberlake putting a piece of gum on a helmet and then cashing it. Like, come on, bro. Luckies.
New York had Plexico, David Tyree, Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw in the backfield. They had Michael Strahan last year.
Was Brandon Jacobs on that team?
Yeah. OC Umenyiora, Justin Tucker, Antonio Pierce. Raise your hand. You raise your hand.
That was a sidebar, but it's not relevant. Don't worry about it.
Held the number one, arguably the greatest QB receiver duo in NFL history.
You said the what duo?
Arguably the greatest quarterback receiver duo ever.
Who did you talk about? The Giants?
Yeah, Brady Randy is crazy.
Yeah. Top two and top two.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Giants on this one, but Brandon gotta break the tie.
No, I already said Steelers wipes.
Yeah.
That Giants team, they shouldn't have been there, but
See, shouldn't have.
they shouldn't have. I mean, they were because they were, but I mean,
let me say this:
on
the
paper,
New York Giants still have Michael Strahan and Justin Tucker. Yes. Wait.
they did.
They did.
But both had
The
Justin
boys
Tucker.
had 3 sacks in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They got after it.
Other than that, yeah, give me Steelers.
Steelers against the Steelers.
Who's against the Steelers?
So and now we have 08 Steelers. Hold on, I keep moving. 06 Steelers versus the 2009 Steelers. 06 Steelers versus 2009 Steelers.
Oh, my Steelers. Ben was better. The defense
was better.
Well, the defense is just different.
Yeah.
Same core, but I know Palomalu was there. I know James Harrison was there. I know Joey Porter was there. I don't think Cameron Hayward was there. I don't think he was.
In Detroit.
Santonio Holmes.
Mike Taylor.
Let's see, 2009 Steelers. Yeah.
The D-line.
Santonio Holmes was your MVP, and Hines Ward was MVP in 06.
Brian Clark.
Is Daniel mid for mid?
Yeah, I feel like this Steelers team doesn't have like that Jerome Bettis. They don't have running back. They had Heath Miller at tight end. You got Santonio Holmes and you got Hines Ward. Santonio Holmes balled out. You got that. I don't know. I think I might be tripping, but that first, you still got James Harrison. I might still rock with that first Steelers team.
I think if that game was to actually be played, I think
Mhm.
09 wins
Yeah.
just off of strength of like they know what they was doing in 06.
Yeah.
Like
I
two
feel like
for
they did.
I got 09 Steelers, bro. Ben Roethlisberger was better.
Yeah, I feel like they got better passing in the 09 season.
Ben got way better.
yeah, because he led the league in interceptions in 06.
I mean, yeah, because if you
Number
ever look at a Big Ben play log, he was like one of the first quarterbacks I ever seen throw like 40, 50 times a game. He was letting it rip.
Got it. Yeah, he progressively got better in his career. I'm gonna go 09.
09 Steelers. So we got 09 Steelers over the 06 Steelers. 09 Steelers versus 2010 Saints.
Georgia.
2010 Saints.
Georgia. Name two people on that same
Nobody.
team.
It ain't too many teams that was beating that same team.
Name two people on that same team that's named not Drew Brees. Go.
Reggie Bush, Marcus Colston.
Not you, bro. Shut up.
No. Hold on. What's the other running back name? Is it Deuce McAllister? Am I tripping?
You said who?
Deuce McAllister, Malcolm Jenkins, Tracy Porter.
Deuce wasn't there yet.
Tracy Porter, game-winning interception.
Porter was definitely there.
Who else was there? Her name Marcus Colston.
Jeremy Shack.
Jonathan Vilma.
Yeah, he was linebacker. He had to be the starting linebacker.
Yeah, Vilma.
Ooh.
Yeah, that team was very tough. Very tough.
Vilma, Roman Harper, and Darren Sharper. And Tracy Porter, Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah, I remember that team. That team
And Drew Brees clears Ben Roethlisberger.
they had the whole city behind them. Like
Facts. They definitely was coming off Hurricane
Who was their corner?
that was a Super Bowl. Like that was a Super Bowl led by an act of God. Can't beat it.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
Bro, New Orleans, like the world loved New Orleans at that time.
I don't think
A lot of children became Saints fans.
I don't think that defense though.
The reason why most of your friends are Saints fans right now is because of that year.
Go.
Specifically. Steelers, like somebody Pops could have been a that created Saints fans. That year created Saints fans.
They led the league in offense that year. They was putting up 32 a game.
Yeah. But I don't know, because it's like
If you think the Steelers are beating
Steelers got something on that defense, and Saints don't have nothing on that defense other than Jonathan Villanova.
What? Darren Sharper?
Malcolm Jenkins.
Roman Harper?
Was Malcolm Jenkins starting?
Malcolm Jenkins
He
was
always
on the
started.
team.
Malcolm Jenkins always started. He always started. Roman Harper before he got great.
Darren Sharper led the league in interceptions that year.
They were different.
It had 3 touchdowns.
That was the Bonner year. They were literally headhunting. Like that was a different team.
I'm going Saints because I do like their offense more better.
More better.
We got Jeremy Shockey at tight end. It's a thought.
Jimmy Soccer was a dude.
So we got 09
Saints.
Saints.
I want to go look at his numbers.
I mean, we got 2010. Wait. Oh, dang. I'm getting. Yeah, 09 Saints versus 2010 Packers.
Oh no, Saints, no question. No. I ain't gonna lie, the Packers were cold.
Yeah, they had a defense.
Charles Woodson, Clay.
They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders in the Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, and
BJ Raji.
And that's when
No, BJ Raji did not go to the Pro Bowl.
AJ Hawk.
Yeah. AJ Hawk, Clay Matthews, Donald.
Who was the corner? They had Charles Woodson. They had Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson did go. Tremont Williams, Nick Collins.
Hey, listen. Let's talk about the offense. That's when he had Greg Jennings, and that's when he had Nelson before he killed them in games, throwing shallow crosses and getting his head knocked off.
Yeah, Jordy Nelson.
Jordy Nelson was different. You throw that bit,
Yeah.
you throw that bit long, he gonna get it.
What was it? What was their running back name? Is it Rashad Grant or
No, you're thinking of Brent. No,
It was Brandon Jackson. He was
James Shark.
Ryan Grant. Ryan Grant was a backup.
James Shark was the starter, was he not?
Nah, it was Brandon Jackson.
44?
Brandon Jackson.
I'm gonna go Packers in a shootout.
Packers. Yeah, I'm a favorite of Packers just because I feel like their defense complements the offense as well. Eric, do you care to share or not?
Oh, 100% the Packers. I'm good with that. Yeah, my bad. 100% the Packers.
2010 Packers versus 2012 Giants.
Packers. I'm not even gonna go look at that roster.
Packers, yeah. Here we go. 2010 Packers versus 2012 Ravens.
You got Joe Flacco. You got Joe Flacco. You got Elevator. You got Aquan,
Nah,
you got Troy Smith.
it's crazy work.
You got Ed Dixon, and on defense you got
The greatest
Murder Mook
of all time.
Yeah, you got Ray Lewis.
You couldn't write a story better than that.
Go. Even though Beyonce tried to rig the Super Bowl for Cap.
And not only that.
What? What did you say?
No,
What did you say? He said send him to Salem.
Yeah, no cap.
The lights did save him. Hey, and on this Baltimore team, you got the best kicker of all time. So
Justin Tucker.
yeah.
This Tucker been there that long?
Yeah.
I mean, he's the league. He the highest. Is he the league leader in scoring all time?
He might be. No, it's Vinatieri.
He didn't pass Vinatieri?
No, Vinatieri played like 20 years.
Jacoby Jones. I'm going Baltimore, bro.
Yeah, Baltimore.
They even had a return, man.
Here we go. 2012 Baltimore Ravens versus 2013 Seahawks.
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle got a better offense, and their defense is top to bottom.
Bro,
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the team for the rest of the year. I mean, for the rest of the segment.
What you trying to do?
That's the most dominant team I've ever seen in my life.
What are you trying to do?
Bro, they beat the brakes off the Broncos.
Bro, that was the number one
I
offense in
forgot
the
the
league,
score.
and they literally put BTA.
Bro, I forgot to score until I looked down.
Yeah, that was a nasty Super Bowl. It was so nasty that the Panthers had to rig it the next one.
So what-
Nah, that was not because the Seattle went back.
Yeah. Remember, they threw the goal line.
And the number one play. That should have been the most dominant team in the 21st century. Should have been.
Coaching, bro. Coaching. Dang, so I guess it doesn't even matter what I got to say about it.
Why?
What you got to say?
I mean, 2013 Seahawks, they're on the board. And then we have 2013 Seahawks versus 2014 Patriots.
20, yeah. Shout out to Tom Brady, you know.
Hey, hold on. 2013 Seahawks versus 2014 Patriots.
We know what should have happened.
What should have happened?
Marshawn Lynch, 1 yard touchdown. Game
But
over.
it didn't.
Yeah, and they're not better than them.
But it didn't. I mean, they put up 28.
Okay, but what we're talking about a team that just won a Super Bowl. So we're doing that Super Bowl.
They actually played each other, and
They play each other. That's what I'm saying.
actually did play each other.
They
But
played each
that's-
other,
that's
and
a
they're
whole
not a
different
better
team,
team.
That's
They're
different.
not a better team.
What?
That is one of the few games that I've seen where I'm like, the better team did not win.
Yeah.
That's one of the few teams. That's one of the few games where I'm like, yeah, the better team did not win that night.
Yeah, that in 2015.
Yeah.
Tried to squeeze that one in there.
Oh yeah, I mean,
You
I
can't
had to,
say
you
that,
know, it's
bro,
not like
because they actually won the game, bro.
I feel you.
You can't
What
say
team is
that.
better to you?
You can't. I mean, the Patriots won.
but
Name
that's
me 3 people on that defense.
what we're tripping about.
I
That was when they had Darrell Revis over there.
We're not talking about the same-
McCourty.
not
McCourty. What are we talking about?
We're not
Malcolm
talking about.
Butler. They had what was my favorite dude?
Vernon Butler.
Malcolm Butler and Darrell Reeves. What we talking about?
He's a one-play merchant.
The linebacker from Alabama. Can't think of his name.
Malcolm
What
Butler.
about Dante Hightower?
Dante Hightower too.
Hightower, yeah.
Gronk.
Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones.
Ninkovich.
Gronk.
Vince Wilfork.
Gronk is the greatest tight end ever.
Shout out to somebody going to jail.
Bobby Wagner, he was in his prime. Him and Bruce.
Yeah, nobody compete against.
Oh, Bobby and KJ Wright.
LOB.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, Eric, what was your answer?
The Patriots have a very solid, great defense. But when you throw into like Danny and Mandola, go ahead and give me the Seahawks. All right.
You sound wild. Yeah, Mandola cooked.
Seahawks defense did have the number one. They were the number one defense in the league back-to-back years. Eric, what did you say? What was your answer?
Oh, Seahawks, easy.
So 2014 Seahawks, cool.
Because you're trying to cook. That's a whole different team that played, though. It's still a different
2014 Seahawks versus 2015 Broncos.
Seahawks.
Slow your roll.
Seahawks.
That boy was there any bias in your answer?
Yeah. Slow your roll.
No, because listen to me like this. They struggled. Was the Panthers the number one offense?
It was number two.
They were number two. No, defense. They were.
No, they was the number one offense. Yeah, they were number one offense.
Number one offense. But I'm a realist. Go look at the teams we played. It's a reason we were number one.
But the Denver Broncos were the number one defense.
Defense, yes. Yeah.
They were the number one
defense. That Carolina Panthers offense, other than Cam Newton, you look at that shit on offense, it looks just as bad as what was the worst offensive team we just looked at? Oh, New England, other than Tom Brady.
Hey.
What?
If you're the only reason I will allow you to say Seahawks over the Broncos this year is because Peyton Manning was a walking handicap sign. Okay. Other than that team was unbelievable.
The fact that they carried Peyton Manning
to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Peyton Manning sucked in that Super Bowl. Like people talk about Cam now falling on a fumble. Go look and see what Peyton Manning did. He wrecked it. Shout out to the defense.
That defense was DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller, Chris Harris, Akib.
Who's the safety? Simmons? Was Simmons there yet? No. Tripping. Who's the safety?
Older dudes.
Hold on.
No, I genuinely.
Personnel.
Derek Wolf.
Bradley Roby.
I feel like
they were that defense made Panthers look like the Lake. Is it the Lake Norman Panthers?
Oh, chill.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they were chopped chicken. I'm gonna go 13 Seahawks though, off of the strength of Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
That was the worst I've ever seen Peyton Manning play.
Dang, maybe they didn't have a safety. TJ Ward was their safety. I don't even know if he started.
Am I tripping? Peyton Manning only put up 141, no touchdowns, and an interception.
Yeah.
Yep.
Macaroni.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, an RP.
They were literally the Panthers were a strip sack away from bringing home the first title in Carolina history.
Oh, you talk about all sports? Or
Carolina professional sports. Yeah,
no, that would be the second.
Who got a trophy?
The Hurricanes in 06.
For sure.
Oh, next.
You said it. Hey, that's why I said you said football or period. You said period.
You got it.
I would have never thought.
2013 Seahawks versus 2016 Patriots.
That's when we have Devin McCarthy at safety. That's that year.
I mean, you talking about shoulda, woulda, coulda. The Patriots shouldn't have won that Super Bowl. But
yeah, give it to Seahawks.
2013 Seahawks, although that game solidified Tom Brady as the greatest quarterback of all time.
second greatest. But yeah, this is top 2.
But
That was
we're literally not taking any of Peyton Manning's teams, and you're sitting here saying, "Keep going, keep going." Peyton
It's
Manning hasn't had his year.
It's top 2. Yeah, you have Patrick Chung, McCourty, Malcolm Butler, Ninkovich. A lot of guys were a lot older. But yeah, I'm cool with 2013 Seahawks as well. 2013 Seahawks or
Kansas City.
Either.
2013 Seahawks versus 2017 Eagles.
Huh?
2013 Seahawks versus 2017 Eagles.
Nick Foles.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Jay Ajayi. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's LeGarrette Blunt.
I seen Ajayi. Ajayi was on that team, wasn't he?
I'm not certain. I just know LeGarrette Blunt was.
Let me look.
Yeah,
Ajayi.
that was, but he ain't do much.
I seen Ajayi run the slowest open field 40 in game. So give me Seahawks. But shout out to this Eagle team. They had to do some crazy plays to win that.
I think I'm going 2013 Seahawks as well.
And they won it with a backup.
Yeah. 2013 Seahawks, I agree with that as well. 2013 Seahawks versus 2018 Patriots. They one of the nastiest Super Bowls.
Ugliest Super Bowls all time.
All time, bro.
All time. Should have.
That was a waste.
That was. I don't know. That was a down year for me as well. That was,
2019 was rough for sure.
whew. 2019 spring. 2019 fall.
Go.
All right, I'm gonna go see.
Turning around for me.
Off no cap.
Goodness, everything's jacked.
I'm going 2013 Seahawks. Off of the strength of that Super Bowl was boring, so they get no respect.
Yep, 2013 Seahawks as well. Not really much to explain there. 2013 Seahawks versus the 2019 Chiefs. The better attempted to Chiefs.
Now this, it's closer than I want to admit, because that's when Tyrann Matthews was there. You had Ward at corner. You still got whatchamacallit D tackle. They had Terrell Suggs, even though he was an old man.
Real food.
And then their offense is definitely
Aaron blew it. He blew another Super Bowl.
their offense was definitely better.
I'm not surprised.
Travis Kelce.
He might be the biggest coach of all time.
Get closer to your mic. Get closer to your mic. What did you say?
Kyle Shanahan might be the biggest coach of all time. If he ran the ball for the rest of the half, they would have won the game.
Yeah.
Facts.
But then you got Tariq Hill. You got Travis
Kelce. Mm-hmm.
You got D-Man, Patrick Mahomes. That's when they actually had – who was the running back that year? LaShawn McCoy.
Clyde Edwards, DJ Williams. No, Clyde Edwards wasn't there yet.
No.
I don't think McCoy was there either yet.
LaShawn McCoy was there.
He did because he won two Super Bowls.
Yeah, he won a Super Bowl. That's why
He won one with Tampa Bay.
Back to back.
Yeah, he won back-to-back.
Oh, well, he didn't do
That's
nothing.
why
He
about
didn't play in the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
he didn't play.
He didn't play in the Super Bowl, so that don't matter.
So who was starting? Williams? Damian?
Yeah, Damian Williams.
All right. Eric Fisher. Their line was – we don't talk about line. No disrespect, but
2013 Seahawks.
Really? How does that game go? I mean,
Legion of Boom going to get – boom!
who is saying
Stand in front of Tyreek.
Bobby's gonna cover? They gonna rotate linebackers on Kelce? What are we talking about?
They never played man coverage. Never.
Yeah.
That's why
horrible.
That's why Richard Sherman. That's why they attack. Really. That's why they dominated Sherman's career because he never played man coverage, and when he did, he was top chicken.
And that's
They
and
busting
that,
that zone up.
but that's like Travis Kelce put up 150 on that because that's what he does. He gets into the zone. He gets in the soft spots.
So,
But let's be clear. Patrick Mahomes came out after winning that Super Bowl, said he just started learning how to read coverages the next year. That's a raw Patrick Mahomes.
Very fair.
I got 13 Seahawks.
He got 3 Super Bowls. One of these Super Bowls, he can knock them off. But
Yeah.
okay. Let me see. Marshawn Lynch. Let me see. What was the defense like?
Seattle?
Oh yeah, San Fran was running all up and down there.
Yeah, bro, San Fran had the game in the bag, and Kyle Shanahan was like, "Let me show them my new play action I installed yesterday."
I'll ride with 2013 Seahawks as well.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's go. 2013 Seahawks versus 2020 Buccaneers.
On paper, that Buccaneers team is crazy. You got Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vea. You got the linebackers. What's his name with an L?
Levante David.
Yes, Levante David. You got
Tom Brady.
Who was the safeties again that left?
Antoine Whitfield, and Shaquille Barrett in his prime. JPP.
The safety was Tom Brady.
You had Carlton Davis.
The corner was Tom Brady.
You had, and then Tom Brady had. Wait, is that the year he went crazy, or was this the year before? Antonio Brown was saying that year, right?
It was.
Okay, so you had Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin,
Rob Gronkowski.
You had Leonard Fournette,
Tom Brady,
Ronald Jones. Oh, bro.
OJ Howard.
Tom Brady.
And Tom Brady, of course. I might have to give Tom Brady his first dub.
Tom Brady.
Bro,
I'm taking 2020 Bucks for sure.
Yeah.
They were a problem.
Like there's no flaws. There's no holes in this team.
Bro.
No, they were a problem.
Devin White at linebacker, Jason Pierre-Paul. Nah.
I'm Devin White.
I remember where I was when I was calling every game. I said the Bucks are going to win this game. The Bucks are going to win this game. But it doesn't matter because we had a pod by then. But like, they lost to the Saints twice in the regular season, and that was the best thing that happened for that team. Because when they saw them in the playoffs, they literally dealt with them. Of course. That was the biggest challenge. They couldn't beat the Saints, and then they beat them.
Yeah. We thought
Rodgers, that was one of Aaron Rodgers' years. He had it in Green Bay. But we're not gonna bring that up because we're not talking about them right now. But
Facts.
That was his first choke job.
Oh, and they had Shaquille Barrett. Yeah. Bro, their backups was better than most people's starters. Next team.
2020 Bucks have dethroned the 2013 Seahawks. So now we have 2020 Bucks versus 2021 Rams.
2020 Bucks. Even though they play each other. 2020 Bucks, even though they play each other.
Let's see.
I want to say 2020
again, bro. Here we go again.
That's Odell went crazy before he got hurt here.
Here we go again.
Top Bowls calls a prevent package. They don't lose that game.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk, my brother.
I mean,
you got Jake. Go ahead, person.
That's the only thing. Like
that was when Antoine Whitfield got cooked by Cooper Kupp.
Got cooked. Like, why are you guarding him?
Why are you putting your safety?
Yeah,
when wide receiver one?
They blew that game, bro, and they came back too because I cut it off. I went to go grocery shop and people was calling me like, "Yo, they came back." And Byron Leftwich cooked with the last few scores with the handoff to Leonard Fournette for the lead. And they literally went 0 blitz like an idiot on NCAA. Are you stupid?
Yeah,
they got head top for game, bro. Like, oh my gosh.
Very
I
sure.
think 13 Bucks is better.
My gosh.
You talk about the Rams, right?
Even though 2021 got the best player, arguably of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Donald.
Yeah.
Donald and Sutton, they the same players.
And wait, what did you just say? What did you just say,
He's not for real.
bro? I'm gonna be honest with
They're
you.
the same player.
Listen,
That's who we thought Ndamukong Suh was going to be. He
listen,
never panned out to be that.
listen. He wasn't even better than this Rams team's second best pass rusher in Von
like-
Miller.
No cap. He's like the DeMarcus Cousins version of Aaron Donald.
But also with this Rams team, other than Jalen Ramsey, that secondary is like,
I see what you did there.
that
A couple
secondary.
suspensions,
Yeah.
a couple cleats in the face. Like, bro, he was a problem. Like, he was a problem on the field, but he was a problem. He was literally accusations. False accusations.
Bro, Eric Weddle was still.
So we got 2020 Buccaneers versus 2022 Chiefs.
2022 Chiefs.
Whoa,
Right.
what? Hold on,
Tyreek
don't
Hill was
this,
gone.
don't this, yeah, don't
No,
this.
it wasn't.
Yes, he was. Because Juju Smith stepped
Yeah, that's Juju Smith, Valdez Scatley.
and Tony, because Tony was the punt
Yeah.
return.
Yeah,
Tyree was gone, my brother.
that's the Trent McDuffie year. He got a bag.
Let me see.
I will say there's not a doubt in my mind that I knew that I like. It seemed like they just controlled that game. Bro.
Who? The Chiefs versus Eagles?
Yeah, because like
You remember how they won that game?
I do. Jalen
Defense.
Hurts fumble happened in the first quarter. Happened in the first quarter. If fumbles in the first quarter affect games, then I guess if we can't get over the fact that somebody fumbled in the first quarter, I mean your team is just not built like that, and you're never going to be anything.
And that's when they had Willie Gay at linebacker.
I respect the 2020 Buccaneers. I'm gonna go 2022 Chiefs. I'm gonna let y'all take majority, but
Give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'll still rock with Tampa Bay.
okay.
I still rock.
2023 Chiefs.
So now we have 2023 Chiefs versus 2020 Bucks.
Are we still going?
I'm still going Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm still going Tampa Bay.
2020. Is there anything to discuss there?
Bro. That's when the Chiefs defense started to like arrive.
They did. They was number 2 in points allowed that year. Offense was getting it done, but they weren't as electric. It was like they weren't as electric as they always been. But the defense stepped up that year, like you said. Defense definitely was a lot better.
Yeah.
It made up for what the offense lacked. So I mean, I feel like as the defense stepped up, the offense did take a step back.
That's fair.
So I still go with the Bucks.
So the last matchup is the 2020 Bucks versus 2024 Eagles.
2024, yeah, 2020 Bucks versus 2024 Eagles.
This isn't a question. Like, shout out to the Buccaneers for making it this far, but the Eagles is on some bullshit. Like, the fact that the NFL let that happen, that's on them, bro.
Bro, their backups had backups. The Eagles' backups had
Barkley
backups.
should have never. Saquon Barkley was supposed to be like a Barry Sanders kind of guy. He was never supposed to be a part of a good team. Never. He was supposed to always be a part of a trash program, put up 1,000 yards, be something special to see. But like he had no threat in hurting your team because like everybody else is trash. The fact that he's on like arguably the best team, best rosters in the NFL. I mean, good luck, bro.
Best lines alone, just let alone best lines.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I might not buy Madden ever again, and I also like might stop watching NFL.
Because
As long as that team's together, I might stop. It's no
And if they're
point. Bro. It's no point.
if they're healthy, they're back again.
Well, I
If
mean,
they're healthy, they're back again.
they made a lot of changes this offseason. You know,
Like what?
They lost a lot of starters.
Like
Which is
who?
going to affect their depth.
Like who?
And they're going to have those players that were backups are going to have to step up.
What players they lose though? What
Bro, we done already been through this, bro. I'm not finna go through it again. We already
they were nobodies. They were old men.
They lost starters. What are you talking about?
Bro, when you were
They lost their Super Bowl MVP.
who was the Super Bowl MVP again?
Josh Sweat was Super Bowl MVP, and they lost him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're not gonna go through this again, but I mean, from the main pieces are still there though. Hurts, AJ, Devontae, Barkley, and that line minus one or two people.
Yeah.
But that defense, I mean, the players is young, so they should step up. We'll see. We still got to see, but you know how that NFC East go. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's cakewalk. Yeah, it's
they got a target on their back. What you mean? Ain't nobody repeated.
Get the freak out of here. You still standing on that week 1 dub in Philly?
Put your. I'm telling you, put your house on the money line, man. Cowboys money line. Put your house on it.
When I was talking, the camera looked like
this. I can't even say. I'm not even going to say that on recording. I'm going to wait till it's over. Matter of fact, I'm going to write it down so I don't forget what I was going to say live. That's like, nah.
Bro, if you want to lose some bread, bro, we can put money on it.
Eagles ain't never seen a healthy Dak, bro. And when they did, it was problems. What are you talking about?
We just went through a whole list of Super Bowl teams. And, like, we also seen who they played against. And 2 out of the 3 of our favorite teams were on here. And we went back the last 20 years. Shut up.
Eagles might be the best team I've seen in the last 20 years.
You said what is
2025 Cowboys will be on this list next year. Don't worry about it. We call round on that.
What list are we talking about?
Call it.
Super Bowl winners. We're gonna do this again.
We let him get away
next summer. We're gonna do this again next summer. And we're gonna have to be like
ass.
2025 Cowboys, 2024 Eagles.
Ass.
But yeah, like I said, man, we got a lot going on in the NBA, man.
Do you get a discount in Dallas when you say you love the Cowboys or something? That must be what it is. Oh, my bad. Get your money, King.
The KD trade finally went through as the biggest trade in NBA history. 7-team trade. The Rockets are going to get KD. They're getting Clint Capella. He's coming back. And they also resigned Fred VanVleet. Yeah. So, they made some hefty moves into their roster. CJ McCollum was traded to the Wizards. John Collins just got traded to the Clippers. Kevin Love went to the Jazz, and somebody else went to the Heat. Mark Williams finally went to the Suns.
What's his name? Norman Powell.
Norman Powell went to the Heat, right? Yeah. Lonzo Ball was traded to Cleveland. Very interesting. Colin Sexton got traded to the Hornets. Whatever that means. Michael Porter Jr. got traded for himself and Cam Johnson
to the
Nuggets. And Dennis Schroeder is going to the Golden State Warriors. So those are some of the big trades we haven't talked about recently. Off of that list or anything else y'all seen, what has been kind of like y'all favorite trade y'all seen this offseason so far? Or favorite team offseason trade wise or whatever.
Yeah. I think I ain't gonna lie. I think Norman Powell to the Heat is crazy.
What?
I think they're one piece away from being a real threat in the East.
Who is?
I don't know who the East would be.
We say this about the Heat every season.
No, but Norman Powell is different. He's actually different. Him, Bam, Tyler Hero's still there.
Mr. Inconsistent.
Yeah, so you need let's say it's not an if situation, but like let's say Dame was healthy. That's an attractive landing spot considering what just transpired. But he wouldn't have got waived if he wasn't hurt. So
yeah, Bucks did him kind of greasy waving him.
Yeah. I think Norm Powell to the Heat is tough because Norm Powell has been playing in the third seat for LA for about 2-3 years now. And now you got a chance to be either the best number 3 or a number 2 if they don't get another piece in there. So I think that was tough.
I think the Hawks have had a sneaky good off season, getting Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
They also got Nickeil Alexander-Walker from the Timberwolves.
Yep.
I believe they got some more pieces. Let me see. And they traded for Asanul, who is the rookie out of Georgia.
Yep.
They did have Derek Queen though, but no, that's what they wanted. But I think Hawks have had a sneaky good off season. And like I said, with the East being as open as it is right now that we got news, Halliburton won't be playing this season. Knicks, I haven't seen any major news from them. Celtics are doing a reconstruction phase, trying to get a new identity.
Got rid of Drew Holiday.
Kristaps, that's 2. And I think Al Horford is a free agent.
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure out what they want to do with their season. So with the East being that open, you don't need much in the East to make some noise, you know what I'm saying, next season. And I mean Trae Young and Kristaps, I think that can be okay. I mean, we see Kristaps and Luka. It won't be too much different, but they've had a good offseason on the low ski.
You're not gonna talk about your city, bro? You ain't gonna talk about Dallas getting cell phone boy?
Facts. Dallas has definitely had the best offseason. My fault.
Yeah, Dallas. They got Russell.
Run it by me.
They got D'Angelo Russell, Cooper Flag. And then what else they got?
Then they get one more person. Hold on.
What did they sign? Hold on.
Might be it.
Hold on. Let me see free agency. Oh, they don't got logos.
Dallas had the best offseason.
Nah, watch out. Hold on. It's coming to me.
Nah.
Bro, Dallas went 10 deep, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's a way that that's a coping mechanism for what transpired in the last few months.
Well, the boys healthy. They
it still doesn't equate to losing Luka. I'm sorry.
You said don't go. You said losing Luka?
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like hold on. Dallas Mavericks are in a better position right now than they were after the finals last year.
After they lost?
They have a well-rounded team. They have a young and old.
Who's point
Now, they got now and then. All 5 levels is checked. They got everything. Last year it was like, who gonna help Luka?
Yeah.
It was like, we need Luka need this, Luka need that. And the only thing the Mavericks need now is health. AD just got surgery on his eye. Kyrie dealing with the MCL. He might not come back next season. He talking about as early. I think they said like early as March, and he's
that's
like,
why Russell
back if I'm not better than I was. So he might not come back. But from a roster standpoint, this Mavericks team is in better position than were when they lost the finals last year with Luka.
I mean, you got to think he did go from who can help Luka to them getting their own white boy who can help himself.
And
who can help himself?
I also think that Cooper Flag's development is going to be a huge piece. Well, I don't think it'd be that huge because they would have been fine without him with PJ Washington running the 3, but it is going to be an important piece because he is your number 1 pick. You're going to have to invest in him. So it's like, what are you going to expect out of him considering he's going to be playing alongside Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, D'Angelo Russell? So it's like, you know, what do you expect out of Cooper Flag this first year?
Yeah, that's my only thing. Like, It's a big what if, bro. It could be potentially like a great return on what occurred after the Luka trade, but like you're banking on that. You're banking on Cooper Flag to fill a decent gap. You're banking on health, like you said. Like I don't know, bro.
I think you're banking more on better overall team than depending on one person. Because I don't think Cooper Flag, his ceiling is producing what Luka did, but I feel like Luka. My bad. I feel like Cooper Flag max will be like. If he could ball out like Kevin Love did in Minnesota, or who's another power forward?
40 points, 20 rebounds.
Not a game, but he didn't average that.
I know, but I'm saying like he's capable.
mean,
you think he's capable of a 40 ball with 20 boards?
Cooper Flag?
Yeah.
Maybe one day. Maybe he's a rookie right now.
Can I say Laurie Marketing?
That's what you think Cooper Flag gonna be?
Yeah, All-Star, bucket.
No, and that's the problem, bro. Cooper Flag is. It's like I think his early years are going to be very important because it's going to shape the trajectory of his career. His career can go many different ways.
Yeah,
they can turn him into. They can either turn him into Kawhi Leonard or Tobias Harris. They can turn him into Tobias Harris or Cam Johnson. They can turn him into Cam Johnson or Robert Covington. So it's going to be very tricky his early years. I mean, we see what he did at Duke. He was playing on a loaded team. So, we didn't see him have to put the team on his back for 40 minutes. He stepped up when need be, getting to some shots, and he was playing the 4. I don't think he's going to play the 4 in the league.
And you know what?
I
think he can reach Kevin Love level, but it's going to be hard right now because Kevin Love was in Minnesota by himself.
What are we talking about? Kevin Love?
Bro, listen, shut up. Kevin Love was in Minnesota by himself.
But shut up. It sounds ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Cooper Flag has to play with Anthony Davis and Kyrie. So I don't feel like starting off, he's going to be scoring for real. So he's going to be like a 10 and 8 guy. That's what he's going to start off being, a 10 and 8 guy. Now, if he do better than that, shout out to him. But he's going to be like a 10 and 8 guy for like the first 2-3 years.
Bust.
I don't think that's a bust.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. We got Love comparing. I heard Draymond Green last week. Now I'm hearing Kevin Love today. Nobody obviously watched Cooper Flag play basketball. He is not a 4. He's not a true 4. He's a wing player.
But his handle is not no 3.
He's not going out there putting up 20 and 20. He's not going out there putting up 20 and 20s. That's not going to be his game. That's not going to be his ball. He's not going to be no back to the basket type player.
Is he a bucket on that wing where they call him ISO?
He's going to get to it. That's where, he's closer. He's going to be closer to Paul George than freaking Kevin Love. Without Paul George has an immaculate handle, so I'm not going to say he's going to have the handle. But as we talking about a caliber of player, yes.
I feel that my only thing is considering the fact that he's the number 1 pick in the draft, and considering the fact that you gave up the franchise, like Luka was the face, arguably the future face of the league, for a chance to get number 1. Like they were not guaranteed number 1. They just so happened to get it. Like that is where like that my context from their offseason plays in, because it's like, nah, you felt like the altar for pick number 1. That wasn't probable. Like that was a miracle. Like their offseason was a miracle because it was about to be a riot. Like I'm surprised American Airlines Center wasn't burned down. But like it's literally a miracle. So like he has a lot of expectations because he has a lot of shoes to fill. And considering the fact most of the players on Dallas are old as dirt. Anthony Davis, not decline in regards to skill, but he's on the way out. Curry on the way out. Klay Thompson on the way out. D'Lo, I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
That like Cooper is the future. So for him to be a future, he has to do something that tells me to be like, yeah, they made a perfect decision to get rid of Luka. He will always be compared to Luka because it just so happened to be the next pick after the trade. Period.
Cooper Flag.
I feel like he's gonna work that mid game. That's gonna be.
I think Cooper Flag, when we're talking about career trajectory, he is going to be in line. He's going to walk in the he's going to walk the same path Jason Tatum walked. So do we think Cooper Flag is going to reach Jason Tatum caliber of a player?
I don't think so. Jason Tatum also was a part of a team that like allowed him to like walk into that. Kyrie.
It's because they got hurt. Kyrie was hurt. Gordon Hayward was hurt. Jason Tatum was fourth option. Jaylen Brown was already there. Jason Tatum. Terry Rozier. Like, Jason Tatum, I mean, yeah, he was what, the number 3-4 pick? Number 3 pick? But if Kyrie and Gordon Hayward didn't get hurt, he'd be looking like Cooper Flag is looking this year. And Kyrie's hurt. Kyrie's actually hurt this year too. So what are we talking about? The only thing he gonna have to worry about is fighting Klay Thompson for buckets, because Klay Thompson, he still thinks he's what he was, but he's still holding on to what he was and all of that. Like I said, AD's gonna give you a 25 when he's playing, but I think Cooper Flag could definitely walk the walk that Jason Tatum is walking. But the whole Draymond Green, Kevin Love thing, what are we chatting about? Lauri Markkanen is a 7-foot sniper, 240.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna get his bread and butter is gonna be mid game when it comes to Cooper Flag. It's gonna be that mid game. He gonna put up like three threes a game, but it's gonna be like mid game. It's gonna be.
Dallas didn't even have the best offseason in Texas.
Yeah, you're right. I stretched it. I don't know why I said that, but they have a good roster though, top to bottom. I still stand on the fact that Dallas, where they are today, is better than where they was 365 days ago.
And plus, they already made their blockbuster deal. That's why they already made their blockbuster deal and got the number 1 pick for it.
And Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, Cooper Flag, Max Christie for Luka Doncic, who we just, I guess because we're not watching basketball at the moment, but let's not remember when last time we seen Luka Doncic on TV, y'all was frying him, cooking him. Y'all were disgusted at what y'all seeing.
I'm always am. Always am.
Yes.
I'm always am.
AD, Max Christie, Cooper Flag. If Cooper Flag is going to be what they say he is, they definitely won the trade. If he's going to be what he says, I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he's going to be what he says. They're saying he's going to. I've heard comparisons as far as a prime Kawhi Leonard.
So
Kawhi Leonard is arguably the best defender to play the game of basketball.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far to say that, but like I said, Jason Tatum, Paul George kind of caliber of a player. I see that. He can do that.
I don't know.
To the eye test, I feel you. To the eye test, in regards to the output, that is what's going to determine the success of this offseason.
And let's not forget, last summer, when he was 17-year-old, a junior in high school, he went out there and cooked this 2024 USA team.
Yeah.
The day we get the footage, I don't know. But he went out there and cooked them at 17 years old. Cooper Flag is 18. He's supposed to be a freshman this year. He's supposed to graduate high school 2 months ago.
Yeah, college is cool, but you got that.
Time will tell.
For sure.
I think on some real stuff, this could be KD's first ring though.
Not respecting that no more.
What?
I think they have a chance to compete. This would be arguably. I'm not counting the Warriors team, bro. I never will. So don't. So when I make my take, you got to consider the fact that Warriors don't count for me, and they will never.
Miami Heat don't count either.
Yeah.
No, that's not. It's like if I have to logically explain that, like, don't listen to the album. Period. Like if that logic doesn't make sense, the album won't get it. Like you won't get the album, and I can't blame you for that. Like that's how you were wired. So like, it's okay.
Sure, bro.
But this will be arguably KD's best coach, right? One of the younger rosters type. Amen Thompson, rising star. Fred VanVleet can make good shots by himself. He can create his own shot and make good shots. Sengun, I mean, I would consider that a streaky guy because you don't need a consistent output from him anymore. You have the consistent output in Kevin Durant. They got Clint Capella, who I feel like is actually like he is not a waste of space out there.
Bro, he's only 31. I thought he was like 38.
Clint Capella gets to it. Like he does what he does what he's expected to do according to his contract.
Crazy, Eric. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, why? Because nah. He said birth certificate.
That's crazy.
He's fouled.
That was a crazy pull.
Like they have Steven Adams still. So they have the interior defense. They have the two big look that just won a championship. They have arguably the best scorer of all time. Bro, they were number 2 last year. Given the fact that they have Kevin Durant, they beat that Warriors team. If they like the work, I feel like the floor for this team, barring injury, is 6 seed. I bet they make the play-in. That's a disappointment.
Yeah, I think like you said, they're young. I think the success of the team is going to be tangent upon the continual growth of the young players they have. Because like you said, Amen Thompson is going to be his second year. If he takes a sophomore step up, that'd be good. Because I think he averaged like 11 and 4 last year. So and what them boys was doing in high school at overtime elite is crazy. It's crazy. If that we've seen glimpses of it in the NBA. If that starts to translate to the league, yeah, for sure. We're talking about 6'8" athletes beside KD and Jabari. Excuse me. And they re-signed Jabari Smith. He's found a good role for himself in the league as a 3-4, a stretch 3-4. So, but it's going to be, like you said, continual growth. He's going to have to play like he's getting paid $120 million. Fred VanVleet is a competent point guard. We see him win with Kawhi. And Sengun, he stepped up, kind of broke out this postseason. So like you said, if Sengun becomes consistent and is giving you the 18, 19, and 10 a night, and you got Adams and Capella in the backseat, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why I said I'm not the biggest fan of the trade, because like I said, it's a lot of tangible pieces. I think the success of the team all depends on the continual growth of their young players. So we never know how that go, and that's the only reason why I said I wasn't the biggest fan of the trade. But I mean, like you said, on paper, I mean, for sure, this is a great, complete team. And yeah, right today, they're the best team in Texas, for sure.
Honestly, I ain't a fan of the trade because in like 3 years, you ain't got nothing to show for it if they don't win a ring. KD out. KD gone.
I feel you.
You got rid of your future. Well, maybe your future. a key piece for the future for a win now situation. You don't even have an outstanding roster, if we're being honest.
Who? Jalen Green or Drea?
What are you talking about?
Who's that?
You saying now that they got rid of Jalen Green?
Yeah.
Do we think? Okay. Do you think Amen Thompson can be what Jalen Green was for them?
I feel like he has no jump shot, right? Last time I checked.
Streaky shooter.
No, so not really. He's a straight slasher. A straight slasher can only get you so far. He ain't Derrick Rose.
He's also a great defender.
Defender. He is a great defender.
Problem.
He is a great defender.
They're problem.
They're problems, bro.
Yeah.
In 10 years, we're gonna be looking back at like the best athletes to come through the NBA: LeBron, Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, the Thompson twins,
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter. Hoes jump like Vince Carter on some through the legs of the hoop. Oh, that's too. Mixing two light skinned bars at the same
John
time.
Wall.
Yeah. Wait for
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's just like I said, bro. It's just very tangent upon the growth of the team, and Houston didn't have to give up a lot of draft picks to get KD anyway. So,
Yeah,
I mean, if Amen Thompson is going to be who they think he is, which is a player that can be a number one option, Sengun is a top 5 center in the league for sure. And this is what his let me see what year. He's young.
very young.
So, I mean, trading Jalen Green for that, I don't think it was that big of a deal. Because I mean, how much better do we think Jalen Green is going to get?
I mean, he's what, 21, if that? 22?
No, he's like 23.
Jalen Green came in at 18. He's not even on his next contract. He is on his next contract.
We're aging him a little bit because, feel me?
Yeah, because it's shorty.
Nah.
He was born in 02.
Eric, I'm not even sure where that came from. Who was talking about that?
You think he bagging Drea on a rookie contract?
I mean, he did. He got the contract after.
Yeah, he's 23.
Listen, he's in his prime. She's not.
Chill.
Any contract would have done.
Well, technically, I think.
Technically,
I think she's like in zero dark 30.
They say women that they peak prowess in their 40s.
Oh, facts. Nah, facts. They say you better get them.
Zero dark 30.
Oh, my fault. He is on a rookie contract.
I thought he just got an extension.
He extended, but the extension starts this season.
Okay. Yeah, but he averaged 21 points this year. Okay, yeah, come on, bro.
So he's been a consistent. He's a 20-point per game career average guy.
And let's be honest. I mean, you got to play for what, 2-3 years after that. How?
I think it's worth the KD 2 year though.
What'd you say?
I think what you can get out of KD 2 years is better than what you can get out of Jalen Green.
Yeah. Well, do you not think this team is contenders while KD is in Rockets in Houston?
I feel like KD is still a baller, of course, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like, because if they got to play OKC in the playoffs, they whooping them. If they got to play a healthy Dallas, I still have a healthy Dallas over them. If they have to play
Hold up.
What?
This is the same guy who said OKC is the worst champions of the 2000s, but you're saying that the OKC is going to whoop on the Houston Rockets?
My brother, just because I said they're the worst champions don't mean a team that just traded for one player and got rid of a future all-star is better than OKC. It's Kevin Durant. I feel that, but he's a 38-year-old Kevin Durant. At the end of the day,
he has been the same.
I said, did I not start off with he's a baller still?
So age don't matter.
Still. But I feel like it's a different type of baller. Like, I don't feel like he could give you what he thinks you're going to State. I don't feel like he can lock up LeBron James like he did. I don't feel like he can go out there and guard Anthony Edwards like he did when he was in Golden State against LeBron James. I feel like he can still score good, but I don't feel like he's the overall player like he was when he would go to State. So no. And I don't feel like if you play a Timberwolves team with, he's not beating the Timberwolves.
Bro, Timberwolves trash, bro.
And Timberwolves got worse.
Yeah, I don't feel like he's beating the Timberwolves team. Definitely if they go get a point guard. No, I feel like y'all are overrating this Houston team. Shout out to Ahmad. He's a great defender. He's a good slasher. Shout out to KD. He's a good scorer, but he's not an overall great basketball player like he was with OKC when he locked up LeBron James. When he said, "I got him." That's not him no more. That's what it is. So you can get up and laugh all you want.
Who locked up LeBron James? Hold up,
bro. When he got up on LeBron James, it was game over. Now I'm saying he hold him to 0 points because you can't do that to no NBA star. Well, unless you Tyrese Halliburton, but yeah, he's not the same KD overall. He's still a good scorer, efficient scorer.
He don't.
You have to play defense on this Houston team. It's young boys. You don't have who's the next shooter?
Amen Thompson, elite perimeter
not a shooter.
defender.
I said who's the next shooter?
Smith is a good defender, and those boys are 6'8", 6'10", respectfully. So they're gonna be able to guard whoever on the wing and switch on the inside.
Their interior defense.
They're not bringing KD in to play defense.
Who's the next best shooter?
Van Vliet.
All right. Yep. Yeah, I don't have no faith.
He's a champion.
He didn't watch. Did you not watch Van Vliet carry the Rockets against the Warriors when Jalen Green went missing?
Van Vliet is a champion pre-COVID.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that mean now? Exactly. What does it mean now? We're talking about the past. I'm talking about what this season is going to look like. I feel like they're definitely going to make the playoffs again, hands down. But I don't feel like they're making it out the first round. They're not making it out the first round.
So you're telling me any playoff team in the West that you just named, they can't beat first game to 7? First
nope.
four?
They played Denver. Denver taking them out.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I don't. Denver. I don't.
That's tough.
No.
Denver doesn't even have a coach, and we sitting here saying that.
And I feel like Denver made a lateral move in getting Cam Johnson. I mean,
they didn't get better.
I mean, Michael MPJ
was just a spot up shooter because he had bad back.
MPJ was terrible this playoffs. He was horrendous. But I mean, Cam Johnson, he might be he's more efficient because he takes better shots.
The Lakers were a playoff team.
I was about to say, how do we feel about the Lakers? They did sign DeAndre Ayton. Are they contenders? Because now the Lakers, they got a center.
They should be dominating.
Well, man, I'll break the ice, and I say I'm not a fan of the move. DeAndre Ayton is not. Let's see. Who's our coach? Lil White, JJ Redick. I mean, he want to be this whole NBA guru, so we're gonna see what he's made of. But DeAndre Ayton is not, the player you put aside, not the center you put beside Luka Doncic. He's not. He's not going to defend. He's not necessarily going to live above the rim. He's not too. I mean, he's an athlete, but he ain't athletic. He's not going to, be aggressive at the rim like Gafford and them boys was, or a DeAndre Jordan. So I'm not a fan of the move. Now, DeAndre Ayton is still a good basketball player. He's a young, good basketball player, but it's like, how much does he care about basketball first and foremost? And how is JJ Redick going to maximize his skill sets in this offense alongside Luka's while still catering to LeBron, who's 40 years old? So I'm not sold on this move. It's going to be very experimentational. Like I said, the fit with Luka and Ayton is nothing to be attracted to. But they're two good players, so I mean, good is going to come out of it. But it's just like, are we going to maximize the both of them?
I respect that because DeAndre Ayton's not a bruiser.
Yeah, bruiser, that's the word.
Yeah, he's probably he wants to catch the ball back to the rim, turn around shot, and it's like, bro, they don't need a turn around shot.
Elbow.
You know what I'm saying? Like Luka is that. So like, I think the perfect center would have been, respectfully, that they could have probably afforded was probably Clint Capella, bro. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
I'll tell you who else, bro. Well, he's not a center. Not a center. What the heck was that?
I think they should have.
It,
They already tried Mark Williams. I think they should have tried to go get Jared Allen as well. I feel like Cleveland, you know, if they're not going to commit to the double bigs, Jared Allen's for sure going to be the first one to go because you're not getting rid of Mobley.
How much did Jalen Jackson get it in Memphis? I know he's a power forward technically. How much he get?
Jaren Jackson?
Yeah,
he's getting. He has a max contract. Max contract.
Yeah, because he'd be sneaking in the All-Star game every damn year.
Yeah, and he won DPOI. He's a max contract. He just signed it this year, which is why they got rid of Desmond Bain in part.
Okay, never mind. I like to see him somewhere else, if I'm being honest.
Jaren Jackson?
Yeah.
You want to know who had the worst offseason so far?
The Charlotte Hornets.
I mean, I just shout that out to the city. It's cold out where I'm from. But the Milwaukee Bucks are pooping their pants as we speak.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like the way Dame makes like it practically makes sense because he's injured, he's old, right? Too much money, whatever. The signing Miles Turner lets me know that Giannis has told y'all, I'm not playing here next
Yeah,
year.
facts.
That's told me everything I needed to know. That's kind of disappointing considering the fact that you're basically going rebuilding mode, but you're not taking any offers from Giannis. So it's like, what are you doing? Like what is happening in Milwaukee right now? Like, are they closed for the holiday? Like, holiday's over.
Bro.
Get in the lab and make some calls, bro, because you gotta either get the team better for Giannis to want to stay, or put Giannis in a position to land in a decent spot and get something for him. Or you chop.
Y'all seen what Giannis said on Twitter? He basically said, "What is this? No." Yeah, he's out there, bro. You probably talk about a trade like, who is this nigga? That's basically what he said. And you waiting Dame nothing in return? What are you doing?
Where y'all think Dame might land once he comes back?
Miami.
I think Miami's cooked.
Unless he doesn't want to play for Pat Riley.
Yeah, I think Miami's cooked, bro.
I really don't want him, but
yeah, I think if Jimmy was still there, maybe. If that team was still there, maybe. But right now, it'd be a waste of his time. He needs to go to somebody that's contending. You know where I want to see him at, but that ain't gonna happen. They can't afford it.
He said, "Whoa."
I want to see him in Minnesota, but they can't afford that. I don't think.
Whoa.
Friday
night I'm out with the guys. It's raining in Houston. Katie's gonna snatch that up.
I ain't gonna lie. I respect Houston more than they get him.
Respect at that point. Gotta get him.
Okay.
Right past A&M.
They do that. You gotta go ring a bust for real.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be coming off the Achilles. And Katie said everybody already hitting him up. He said he's the Achilles guy. He said Tatum hit him up, Dame hit him up.
They need to go hit up Cam Akers. He's the
8 weeks.
Yeah. He got healed within 13 weeks. Thank you, Jesus.
Speaking of raining in Houston,
go to Aaron Rodgers.
That boy. Hey, yo.
Thank you, Buddha.
Did you see what he said about the Pittsburgh? I don't know if we talked about that, but he said he signed with Pittsburgh because it sat right with his soul.
Bro.
Hey, let me bring something up, bro. I seen something. That's
I'll tell you.
bro, I seen something that like made me look at it a different perspective.
Oh, we need to talk about
They said KD joining the Warriors saved Curry's career.
You don't count, so no.
I feel like it's the complete opposite. I feel like that's the only argument you can give against Curry. Because even if KD didn't join them, Kyrie already left.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He was
Soon as
there. He was there.
KD never played against Kyrie in the finals.
He did. He played him in the
When?
first time.
Wasn't he hurt?
Oh, I need.
Wasn't he hurt?
That's
We'll put $20 on.
I said, wasn't he hurt that year?
2017, nah. They just got whooped.
That was 2015, exactly. Kyrie won in one game in 2017, but as soon as Kyrie left, they got swept. Trash. Kyrie should have won the Finals MVP, bro. Clearly.
His last year in Cleveland was 16-17.
I don't care about
16-17. KD joined 17-18, didn't he?
No, he joined 16-17.
He joined.
Finals was in 2016, and KD went there immediately.
Okay.
But KD did prove that Kyrie was the MVP of that team, but that's about it. Nobody's career, nothing like that.
LeBron James stats did not move the entire stint in the finals.
Exactly, and got them nowhere. But when Kyrie departed, sweet.
Yeah.
When Kyrie was injured, 4-2. The year Kyrie was injured, 4-2. Kyrie comes back, 3-1.
No.
It happened. I'm not telling no lie.
No, but what I'm saying is LeBron's output. I have not seen anybody in the 21st century perform like LeBron James in those 4 years. Outside of Shaq, 2000 Shaq.
You talking about in the finals or
in
the season?
Finals.
I mean, he was a usage merch. I mean, he kept the ball in his hand. What do you expect?
He's a usage merch.
What are we talking about?
He was a usage merch.
And of course, we're not talking about the 90s, right? We just talk about 2000s and on, right?
In the 2000s,
I don't want to talk about the 90s.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about
and I mean, bro, I'm not falling for that. Not tonight. I don't have time.
Because Michael Jordan averaged 41 versus the Suns.
A 40-point triple-double is crazy in the finals, but he's not going to talk about it. We're not talking about that. He said 2000. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, bro, unprecedented what he did. 2015 was already crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and call around.
Hello, Moto. Hey, but keep going, bro. I just feel like, oh my God, they took it off of you. That's crazy. You better answer before you get up. Nah, but I feel like, bro, that'd be maybe damn, bro. I'm like, anybody else can join teams. They get mad at KD. They love LeBron. He a team hopper. I'll be letting it slide. I feel like that Warriors team, though, even without KD, they still, without suspension and stuff, they still was daddies to Cleveland.
I'm not falling for that trap, bro.
Not a trap.
We sit here talking about KD and the Rockets, and somehow we still got LeBron. It all comes back to LeBron at the end of the day. It's like it amazing.
I didn't mention LeBron.
We did. I'm saying we.
Yeah, y'all did.
Do you realize it all comes back to LeBron? It all comes.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen to this pod, bro.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to LeBron, bro, and that's, man.
Curry,
That boy Drake was dissing Braun on his new track.
Yeah.
That's why it's going up.
He said he been dick riding since headlines, but seen him at the pop out.
What do you say? You said I can never.
I ain't gonna lie, that song was tough.
Really? Oh my gosh.
How he gonna call?
I mean, they both rap for the world, so I'm not picking this like anything. They on the same side.
Who's they?
Drake, Kendrick, Cole, all of them. They on the same side to me. What is a rap beef? When you going to hell?
Whoa. J. Cole repent.
Repented what? They're still talking about getting, bro,
that was like
anyway,
Drake.
very tough song. If that's the type of time he's on for the summer to come.
But you heard all the snippets. They was all, I mean, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Drake, though. Drake always got a lot going on. But I mean, the song was cool. It was cool. It sounded like Drake, if you ask me.
Yeah.
It sounded like Drake. We gonna get Iceman before the fall off?
We're probably going to get the second return of Christ. At the rate the world is going, do you see the wars, famine, all the like we're like, I'm saying biblically accurate, like we're going to get the second return. Like get your affairs on order. Don't wait for the fall off. Wait for your Lord and Savior, because I'm pretty sure I have biblical evidence. We have no evidence of the fall off. I have biblical evidence that Jesus could be coming back tomorrow. Fall off is not coming back tomorrow. Like I can for sure say that. I can't for sure say Jesus is not coming back tomorrow. I can't say that. So yes, we are getting everything before the fall off. Everything. President probably getting married before the fall off. You know what I'm saying? Like getting another president before the fall off.
Crazy.
Angel Reese is getting a WNBA championship before the fall off.
Angel Reese is getting a jump shot before the fall off.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Angel Reese for 3.
That's crazy work.
Like we're getting everything before the fall off. Like
Hold on, wait. You want to keep it on WNBA? WNBA will make a revenue before the fall off.
Jesus is coming back. He's coming back again. That's crazy work, man. But I think we know Drake can't stay on the sideline for too long. This was considered his break, I guess. I'm pretty sure Iceman. If Iceman is gonna be the name of the song, that's what it's looking like. It's gonna be his second album this year.
Bro, he stays in the gym, bro. That's why he's the GOAT.
okay,
Yeah, my first one, like my last one, that's a classic. Where you ain't got one. Does your core audience stomach that? Then tell them where you get your abs from. Remember?
very iconic moment in hip hop.
For sure, man. But we come around with that, man. Ain't too much else going on. We got Summer League popping off. We'll get into that next week once they get a little more traction. Bronny James and Cooper Flag got a huge matchup coming up soon. We'll see how that go. And yeah, ball game.